Students, today's class is on acid and acid sulfate soils. First, we'll see acid soils. As you all very well known about what acid soils, it is um, nothing but the soils having very low pH, that is less than 7 pH, and also it refers that it is the soil which have high amount of observed exchangeable hydrogen ions, and that leads to the reduction in soil pH. And coming to the genesis or formation of these acid soils are mainly by leaching due to heavy rainfall or precipitation. The excess amount of exchangeable bases will be leached out from the surface soil, and relatively it increases the insoluble iron and aluminium in the soil solution. And also it can be formed by the acidic parent materials may develop the acidity of a soil, and then by excess usage of acid forming fertilizers and salts, and also by the chemical reactions which happens due to the presence of aluminosulfates, carbon dioxides, hydrous oxides, iron and aluminium polymers, which will increases the acidity of a soil. And coming to the kind or forms of soil acidity, there are three kinds of soil acidity. Two kinds of soil acidity. First one is active soil acidity. This is developed mainly by hydrogen and aluminium ions in the soil solution. And second one is exchangeable acidity. This is developed by the observed hydrogen and aluminium ion in the soil colloids. And next we will see the problems or effects which due to the soil acidity. First one is acid toxicity, that will affect the acidic anion and also as well as the hydrogen ions in the soil solution. And then its effects on soil nutrient element or toxicity of nutrient element means, in case of iron and manganese, the concentration of iron and alumina in the soil solution increases the concentration of manganese and iron in the soil solution, that leads to toxicity of manganese. And also the aluminium, case of aluminium, the increased level of aluminium or toxicity level of aluminium will reduces the exchangeable cations in the soil solution. And in case of availability of nutrients, it affects the nutrient availability, that leads to the plant or it affects the plant root growth. Then it also affects the microbial availability, that severely affects the nitrogen fixation by lowering the activity of nitrogen fixing bacteria like acidobacterus. And the next topic is on acid sulfate soils. This is formed due to the oxidation of pyritic minerals in the soils, and it reduces the soil pH less than 4. It is also known as the undrained soil containing pyrites or acid sulfate soils. And these acid sulfate soils are of two types. First one is potential acid sulfate soil, second one is actual acid sulfate soils. Potential acid sulfate soils contains pH between 6.5 to 7.5, and it contains more amount of unoxidized iron sulfides. And second one is actual acid sulfate soils. This is produced mainly due to the oxidation of iron sulfate, which will leads to production of sulfuric acid, and that will becomes the soil strongly acidic. The actual acidic soil acid sulfate soils having soil pH less than 4, and also it contains oxidized iron sulfides. And coming to the formation of acid sulfate soils, these are mainly by the sulfur compounds which is present in the soil gets reduced to sulfates, and such soils are not usually acidic. When these type of soils or sulfate soils can drained, and the sulfide is oxidized to sulfate, and then it forms sulfuric acid in presence of H2O. And next one is characteristics of acid sulfate soils. It contains sulfuric orisons, and also it is having less than 3.5 pH. And coming to the management of acid sulfate soils, there are these management techniques may be vary, depends upon many factors. And the first thing is leaching and liming. Due to this, the soil pH get increased by liming, and also by keeping the area flooded, the soil pH can be the or it helps to reduce the or increases the soil pH. And that's all about acid and acid sulfate soils. Next we'll see about laterite soils.